rambling here a little bit, but I just want to ask about social media. The effectiveness you think, big picture, of investing in social media as a marketing tool, is it something that can operate in isolation? Is it something that you need to use in conjunction with something else? And I guess most importantly, is it something that you need a forensic understanding of to get the most value out of, as opposed to just, paying for ads? Do you need to understand the metrics behind them, gather the data from them, and then be able to, use it meaningfully?
I'm going to do one small piece here because I think actually this merits a deeper
Yeah.
dive, and it's very interesting. I've just talked to there's a great journalist called Guy Woodward, who I think is publishing a piece on this in the UK in Harper's Magazine. Actually, he's really sort of digging into it. The first question before we do any of that is that doing it creates an opportunity cost. So if you do invest a lot of time and effort and going and doing it, bear in mind that you're not doing lots of other stuff like actually physically going and talking to people. And there can be, and you've got to be quite, looking yourself. Is that because there's a slight case of it's easier to stay at home post COVID, work from home and do it on social media and convince yourself, well, actually, I don't need to go out and talk to lots of people and press the flesh. I can just sit at home and do social media and look at these amazing metrics. There's a lot of guff in the metrics, and we can sort of dig into, have a look into what a view really means. Like 1 pixel 1 second, I know for some platforms, it's like, well, was that really a view? It's like a pixel for a second. It's more, what's in the interest. It's actually in the interest of social media platforms to make out that far more people have seen your stuff than actually have in any way meaningfully engaged with it. And it does then come back, and I think, if we sort of return to it in exactly the same way, that the way that you distribute your product essentially comes down from, right, how have you segmented the market? What group of people are you tending to target here? Whether it's mass or narrow, and we talked about that before. And how do you position yourself in that sort of sector? Exactly the same thing applies with social media. So the notion that you have to do it, well, do you? Does your targeting and so on? Actually, who do you then go and target? Now, there's a brand I talked about quite a bit. It's called Ami. They don't target wine social media at all because they don't want to appeal to wine people, because that actually is run by really clever marketers who go, there is a segment of fashion, online fashion influencer-y types, people who are really interested in fashion, who want to go and drink, but they find wine itself kind of intimidating. What they really want to go and do, this interesting segment, is find a wine that sits within the kind of fashion lifestyle that they aspire to. That means that they have very, very specific online presence. And it's worth their time and effort to go and invest in that. An awful lot of the time, it's just sort of somebody goes,